morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Brent McGrath, and I am the host of Talks and Discussions, What Matters and What Doesn't Matter. And today we have a very special guest. His name is Victor Alfaro. How are you doing, Victor?
Amazing. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Let's get right to it. Victor is a video producer and editor for Luminous agencies in the United States. So this topic and the information that we're going to discuss, I believe you'll want to listen to. So Victor, how did you get into this profession?
Well, my story applies to many people, I think, because it happens more often than not that one studies something and you end up working in something else by X or Y reason, and that was my case. Okay. I studied chemical engineering and I made an academic exchange in Germany. Okay. And during that time, my intention was to film video blogs for my family and friends. And from there, I discovered that I was passionate about making videos, about editing, and it's a passion that I always had on the back of my mind, but I never got to develop until then.
Sounds interesting, man. So you have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah, I do. I was uploading videos to YouTube for my friends and family, and I was uploading quite often during that period of time. Okay. Until the point that these studios noticed my channel and my traffic, and they reached out to me. They told me that they liked my style, my videos, my playlist, and if they could send me a video just to give them my opinion. If I liked the video, if I didn't like it, and if I have any notes. And they started with one video. Okay. They agreed with my notes, they took them, so they started to send me more videos more often, to the point that they started to pay me to review all of their productions. Okay. And they asked me if I could start to edit for them. And we built this relationship during the span of five years. Okay. Until the point that they asked me if I could be completely with them. Okay. Fully committed with them.
So then, let's back up a little bit. You have a YouTube channel. When you started your YouTube channel, did you listen to what all the gurus say that you should upload a video once a week so you can grow your channel and get traction?
Yes, I was uploading videos quite often, not seeking the audience or seeking to become famous, but because I was, like I said, I discovered that I liked to edit videos. Right. So my aim was to just keep learning, keep practicing, keep doing more videos, just for the sake of what else can I do? I want to do more. I want to learn more. So without planning it, I was uploading videos quite often.
Okay. So you have a job at Luminous Agencies, and actually you already alluded to what you did. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what happened and how you got your job? Is there any other thing you can tell us about that?
Well, I always say that it was a bit of luck. Okay. And some people tell me that it wasn't luck, that it was because of your hard work and such. But I think it's a mix of both. One, you have to work for it. You have to be constant. You have to have discipline, and also a tiny bit of luck always helps. So, but if you are disciplined, if you do, and you just if you follow your guts, if you follow your passion, sooner rather than later, someone is going to notice you.
That's true.
And more often than not, it will be the right person or the right group of people who will notice you, and that could lead to something bigger.
Yes, that's very true. Anytime you take a risk, especially with social media, and put something out there, you never know who's going to watch and who's going to click and say, I want you to help us out.
Yeah.
This is something that we never discussed, but you used to go to Toastmasters, and I know that you used to compete in competitions, and you were a very good communicator.
Thank you.
How has Toastmasters helped you in your endeavor right now, and how has it helped you continue on in your passion, which is producing and editing videos?
Oh, I actually, thank you to Toastmasters. I think it's how I got the full-time job, because I was as an engineer in Guadalajara. I had a job in a springs plant.
Okay.
And by that time, I was already in Toastmasters for a year and a half. And the thing is that one day, I gave this. I had this meeting at work.
Okay.
And it's just that the boss there, he was a boss. He didn't like anything. He was always complaining.
Okay.
And even though he never said anything to me, because thank you to Toastmasters, I learned how to be a leader, how to stand up against people who try to look down on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that day I gave him this boss, my direct, the owner, the director, my direct boss, kind of a speech, because they wanted me to analyze the programmer there. And I told the owner that the reason that the programmer is so inefficient is because of you, because you have put unnecessary pressure on him.
Yeah.
So long story short, he wasn't like thrilled with that, but everyone thought that he would fire me.
Yeah.
He didn't. And during that day, I also with that I had that energy, and I got a message from a message from the team from Luminous. It was a group message,
right,
that they had this feedback from a client, that he wasn't happy with one of the videos. And yeah, I checked it, and I told him, well, the client's completely right. I never saw this video, and if I don't know what happened, but if that video went through my eyes, I would have pointed out this and that. So right, you have nothing to complain or to claim to the client, because the client. Well, the client is right. The client is not always right, but in this case, he was right. And if you had sent me that video, I would have pointed that out. So later, they didn't say anything, and so, but like the day after or a couple of days later, they sent me a message if we could have like a video call. Okay. And I was like, oh, they didn't like my comment. They're going to tell me that they want to let me go or something.
Yeah.
But it was quite the contrary. They asked me if I could be fully committed with them.
Right.
And I was thinking in hindsight that because of Toastmasters gave me the confidence, want to speak up to this former boss of mine, and to speak up to the whole Luminous team about my ideas, about my thoughts.
Right.
And I was thinking that if it wasn't for Toastmasters, for that almost year and a half of training at Toastmasters,
yes,
I wouldn't have spoken up. I would have just kept my thoughts to myself, or I wouldn't even know how to say them out loud.
And that's one thing I can vouch for, because I'm in Toastmasters, is that it does give you the ability to have more confidence, to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and stand up for yourself or for other people who can't stand up for themselves. So that's what you've heard from Victor Alfaro today. He, in my eyes, because I am trying to edit videos, not produce, but edit videos, and it's not the easiest thing, but I'm really happy that we had you here today, because all the stuff that you shared is basically what everybody's trying to do right now, because now we're in COVID times and everybody's on social media. So this is really good information, and I'm pretty sure at the end of the video I'll put some information if you want to contact Victor and talk to him and find out what he's doing, and find out if he can give you any more tips on how to become a video producer and editor.
Exactly.
Thanks very much, Victor.
No problem. And my last message will be that if you want to increase in this or basically on anything, it's just to do, because that's in video production, in filmmaking, there are 2 streams of thought. One, that you have to go to film school. 2, that you don't have to go to film school.
Okay.
It's good to go to film school if you don't feel like very confident about learn by yourself.
Right.
Also, there are a lot of resources out there, a lot of resources online, which there weren't like 15, 20 years ago, when going to film school was the only way. But right now, you can go either one or other way. But with either of the 2 choices that you go to, the main thing is that you have to do. Even a small video, as crappy as it might be, but that's the first step.
Right.
Then you're gonna watch that video, and you're gonna see what you did right, what you could have improved. The second video is going to be better, so on and so forth. So for this, and basically for anything, you just have to do, practice, and do again.
That's true. Very good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice.